Dear Boomers, last night I went to a movie called The Boomer's Dilemma, and it had to do with retirement and how sort of we've all been a little scammed, perhaps. It had to do with the fact that the boomers were used as an experiment for pension plans versus 401ks. How did that work out? My goodness. So the movie highlights the shift from traditional pension plans to 401k plans and explores the impact on the baby boomer generation's retirement security. And here's an overview of how this experiment worked out. First of all, they showed people who actually opted for the 401k plan. I'll explain this in a minute. The structure of a pension plan, defined benefit plan, that the employers guarantee a specific monthly benefit upon retirement based on salary and years of service. And the way this is funded, employers bore the investment risk and were responsible for ensuring that there were enough funds to pay the promised benefits. And the security involved provided a predictable, stable retirement income for retirees. Now, the 401k is defined contribution plan, and the structure of that is that employees contribute a portion of their salary to individual retirement accounts, often with employers matching. And employees bear the investment risk and must manage their retirement savings. Now, this is sort of a problem in light of the fact that financial literacy is needed for all of this. And I know that I was not taught by my employer, or I could have done some research but did not. And the security of this retirement income depends on investment performance and the amount saved. So the outcomes of this particular experiment, there was a shift risk. Pension plans employees bore the investment risk, and the 401k plans, the risk shifted to the employees, requiring them to make investment decisions and bear market fluctuations. And as we know, there have been incredible market fluctuations. And in this particular movie, these people were doing pretty well. They had done the 401k plan, and they were doing well. They were about to retire when the 2008 crash occurred. And it was devastating to watch how they handled it. First of all, she was against him wanting to do the 401k to begin with, and he said that he was going to do this. I'm not sure how it ended up for them because I left. I just couldn't handle it anymore. I should have watched because I was interested in this couple. I hope that they did well. Now, the retirement savings adequacy with pension plans generally provided sufficient and predictable income. For the 401k plans, many boomers faced challenges in saving enough for retirement. Some failed to contribute enough, make poor investment choices, or experience market downturns, reducing their savings. Investment knowledge. So pension plans, no need for employee involvement in investment decisions. Now, this is, of course, if you are in the old days, when my parents were around, they had jobs that they could go from the time they were employed to the time that they retired. That is not the way it is anymore. So that's another point against these pension plans. And then the 401k plans required employees to have a certain level of financial literacy, as I said, to manage their accounts effectively. Profitability. The pension plan benefits often tied to long-term employment with a single employer, less portable. But when the 401k plans are much more portable, as employees can take their savings with them when changing jobs or in the case of retirement. Coverage and participation with pension plans declining coverage as fewer employers offer them. And the 401k plans increased coverage, but not all employees participate or have access to employer-sponsored plans. Income inequality. Pension plans offered more uniform benefits across income levels, but the 401k plans, higher earners benefit more due to their ability to contribute more and receive higher employer matches. So there's some mixed results with all of this. While some boomers successfully managed their 401k plans and retired comfortably, many struggled with inadequate savings, market volatility, and insufficient financial knowledge. So there's increased responsibility. Boomers had to take more responsibility for their retirement planning and their financial health, and a significant shift from the employer-managed pensions their parents relied on. And then, of course, we had some pretty bad crashes. Events like the dot-com bubble and the 2008 financial crisis. This negatively affected boomers' 401k balances, highlighting the risk inherent in defined contribution plans. So, in conclusion, the experiment of shifting from pension plans to 401k plans resulted in a mixed outcome for baby boomers, while offering more flexibility and potential for higher savings. It also introduced significant risk and required greater financial acumen, which I don't think we have that innately in our DNA. Of course, these things can be developed. The adequacy of retirement savings for many boomers was compromised, leading to a broader discussion about the effectiveness and fairness of the current savings system. And let me add that after the movie and before the movie, they were handing out booklets from a financial advisor, a local financial advisor, who was trying to put forth the need to buy annuities. And then at the end of the movie, they had this very rich boomer who had done very well with annuities, of course, and had a lot of them. And he described, bailing one out and putting another one in. And he was he was a nice guy. What the hell? But this is not the case. This is not the general case with many of the boomers who are suffering from outliving their savings, who are suffering from fear of financial instability in their retirement, and, basically false beliefs about almost everything regarding money. As far as the couple went in the movie, they were devastated by losing their savings in that 2008 crash, and they couldn't retire. So this is an interesting point in what you hear about boomers not being able to retire. This couple was a perfect example of that occurring in people's lives. They had 7 beautiful children, and at the time when they decided to go with the 401k, they had to tell the kids, well, you're going to have to do without, some stuff until we, at the end of our at the end of the working employer relationship, and then we'll have a lot of money. And the kids were really pissed off because they wanted, this one kid wanted to go to baseball camp. He had been going probably for quite some time and apparently was quite the athlete. Well, He was mad. But they pulled together as a family, and that was good. What have any of you ever experienced these situations? I mean, it's a good thing to know about these 401k and pension plans. Annuities are something I kind of shy away from in terms of these people are pushing it, pushing it, pushing it, and that seems kind of scam-like. So take a look at the next video, and please subscribe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye-bye.